All right. Hey, everybody. My name is Jess. I'm a 5-star Airbnb superhost, and I wanted to jump on here real quick and walk you step by step through the process of creating an Airbnb listing. So if you're someone who's getting into Airbnb hosting, or if you're a co-host and you're trying to actually add your listings and basically set up your account on Airbnb hosting's platform, then this is the video for you. So a couple things to keep in mind before we get started with this video. You are going to need two things. The first thing you're going to need is a Airbnb hosting account. So I'm going to put a link in the description of this video that actually gives you more money for hosting on Airbnb. So it's just my affiliate link with Airbnb. It gives you guys an additional perk, additional benefits. So if you use that link to set up your hosting account, then it'll take you to this page. Remember, your Airbnb hosting account is different than your Airbnb guest account. So two different kind of separate sides of the Airbnb platform. Make sure you set up an Airbnb hosting account, and that's through the link that I provided in the description. Another thing to keep in mind is that you are going to need information on the property or on the listing that you're going to put on their platform. So you're going to need pictures, you're going to need information about the property to write the description and the title. This is kind of basic information as far as if the property has smoke detectors, how many bedrooms, how many people it sleeps, how many bathrooms, basic information like that. So if you own the property, you should already know this information. If you're co-hosting, maybe you're partnering up with an Airbnb host and you're simply putting this property up on Airbnb for your client or for your partner, then you need to get that information beforehand. You can always skip portions of the process, but you will have to go back and edit them in later in order for people to actually book a reservation. In the description below, I'm also going to put information for you as an Airbnb host, because I understand a lot of people coming into my channel, or maybe it's your first time seeing me, you might be just getting started with Airbnb, or maybe you have questions, or maybe you're trying to be a super host and you need to know the rules and everything you need to do to become an Airbnb super host. Guys, I have plenty of guides available for you. I will link those in the description as well. And let me show you what those guides are. So I have an introduction to Airbnb hosting. I have a private Facebook group here you can join. I have all kinds of frequently asked questions that I cover. These are digital downloads, so you can go through and figure out if co-hosting or hosting is even right for you. You can figure out how to find clients. You can figure out how much you can earn. And then you have all these different kind of partners that you can get access to as well. What markets are best for hosting, what insurance. I pretty much cover everything you need. And then, of course, if you do decide that you want to be a super host, that you want to try hosting and you want to give it a shot, I have everything A to Z that you guys need as far as your messaging template that you can just copy paste. I have your official contract to do business. I have everything in here. Again, copy, paste, you just put in your name type of situation. So if you guys need more information on Airbnb, whether just information or you want to just use the copy paste templates and have the full setup, that link is available for you as well in the description if you want to download that information. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into it. So this is a page you're going to be taken to when you sign up for Airbnb hosting. So it should pop up exactly like this. It'll say that I referred you, and it'll say you get an extra little bonus just for using that link. Now, I'm going to set this up as if it were my property that I already have on Airbnb. So when you go through this, set it up obviously for your property. You could be clicking things that are different than what I'm going to go through. So my property is located in Kansas City, Missouri. And one thing to keep in mind here is that you can charge more for a property that sleeps more people. So my property is a 1-bedroom property, but it does have a pull-out couch, meaning it can sleep 4 people. So keep that in mind if you have like an air mattress or a pull-out sofa or something that can convert to a bed. Account for that as extra space, and you can actually charge more. It is the entire home. We'll go ahead and click on to the next slide here. And it's going to say we want to create a new listing. It's not something that already exists. It's 3 simple steps, so we'll take it through that. It says, tell us about your place. Okay, let's assume we already have all the information on our place. And then here it says, which of these best describes your place? Just click whichever one it is. You know, is it a boat? Is it a castle? Is it any one of these things, a tiny home? You know, mine is technically a tiny home, but I just click house because it is a full house. Now you're going to choose if it's an entire place, meaning that when the guest books the property, they're staying there alone. It's just them. If it's like a shared room or a room that maybe you live in the property and they have a separate kind of area to themselves, but you're still there, you're still present on the property, then it's not considered an entire place. It's considered a room. So just choose whichever one yours is. And then you're going to enter the address of your property. Oops, that's not it. Oh, hold on. I put the wrong one. Okay, and then it won't share your exact address on Airbnb. Keep that in mind until people actually book it. So it'll kind of show like a general area until they book. Here's where you get to choose your bedrooms, bathrooms, and beyond. So how many guests can stay at your place? Again, I have 4 because I have a pull-out couch. How many bedrooms, how many bathrooms? So go ahead and put that information in. And then here we are, we're on to step 2. Like I said, this is very, very easy. This is all updated for 2024 also. So this is kind of how their platform looks currently. So it says, make your place stand out. So this is where you need to know some details, some information on your property. So go through and put everything that it has. You know, does it have a washer, dryer, air conditioning, Wi-Fi? It has a kitchen, free parking, all this kind of stuff. You can scroll down here and make it very comprehensive. You know, as far as like a barbecue grill, a pool, a fire pit, you know, my place has all that stuff. So the more amenities you provide, the more you can charge, right? So go ahead and click next after you've selected everything. Then you're going to add some photos. So let's go ahead and upload from our device. I think I have all mine separate here. Tiny house. Okay, so here's my listing basically. Now you want to put, I'll give you kind of some pointers here as you're going through this. If it's an apartment building, maybe you're subleasing that building and you have that unit on Airbnb. Remember, people want to know what the unit looks like. So if it's in an apartment building, your first kind of cover photo, make it of the space. If it's a unique property, if it looks interesting, like for my example or from my experience, I guess, mine is a tiny house. So that makes it stand apart from other listings. So I usually put a picture of the outside of the property for the first initial photo. But if the outside of your property either doesn't look that great or it's in an apartment building or for some other reason, you want to choose the first kind of photo that people are going to see to be one of the best images. And then it says, choose, you know, a bunch. So choose all your pictures, you know, choose a picture of the living space, choose a picture of the kitchen, choose a picture of the bathroom. And you can go in and you can edit these later, right? So I'm just going to kind of choose at random. And then we're going to open these. And it's going to upload them. And you can rearrange your photos in here. So when you're going through, it doesn't need to be super, you know, doesn't need to be kind of, I guess, like in a sequential order, because you can go through and choose any one of these to rearrange, or you can make your cover photo. I would say that make sure your photos are professional, make sure they're good quality, because this does reflect your property. Okay, give your house a title. Now I went ahead and I pulled up the actual listing of this house. So I'm going to copy and paste this in because I just don't want to retype everything that I already have in here. Like I said, this is already up on Airbnb. So I'm just going to put that in there, put something that is unique for your property. Looks like they may have shortened the titles. or it says it can only be, it says it can only be 32 characters. So we'll just shorten that. Mine is obviously longer than that, but it looks like they probably just changed it, you know, since I made mine, which was several years ago. So we'll put that, put something unique, kind of to your property, something that stands out, that sets your listing apart. Then you describe the house. So is it unique, stylish? You can kind of choose, it looks like you can choose 2 highlights. So I'll just do peaceful and unique. Cool. Create your description. Again, I'm going to copy and paste this. You can pause this video and you can, sorry, you can pause this video and you can read the whole thing if you want to. So let's copy and paste all this. I have another video that shows you exactly how to make your descriptions and your titles, what all to include for a kind of thorough description. So put all that in there, hit next, and then boom, here we are, finish up and publish. So let's hit next again. We're going to set our price. This, again, is up to you. Remember, your price can be $500 a night. It can be $50 a night. Personally, I wouldn't recommend doing anything under than 90 bucks. You want to keep it kind of right around 100 bucks and up. But again, depends on your area that you're in. And then another thing I would recommend is to charge a low cleaning fee or no cleaning fee at all. Because a lot of Airbnb guests, you know, when they go make their booking and then you have a $150 cleaning fee, that's going to be kind of more of a hit, and it's going to make that price go way up when they actually go to check out or book their reservation. So keep your cleaning fee pretty minimal. That way you'll consistently get those bookings and people won't back out once they notice you tagged on an extra $150 or whatever it might be. You can set up your promotions. You can set discounts or monthly discounts. Sure, why not? Those do help you get bookings. And then it's going to ask if your place has security cameras, weapons, or dangerous animals, which it doesn't. So I don't need to put any of that. And then the last thing before you hit publish, which I'm not going to do because as we just saw, my listing is already published on here. This is, yeah, this is my listing. It's already set up. So I'm not going to publish it. But the last thing you guys have to do is just confirm your few details, set up your calendar. So your availability when the property is available for bookings, and then you're going to go ahead and hit next and then publish your listing, and it's live. So remember, when you publish your listing, if you set up your calendar as far as it's available right here, right now, then you can go ahead and get bookings. So keep that in mind. If your property isn't yet ready, or if you don't have the calendar set up, then block out your calendar so that people can't go in and actually make reservations for something that isn't yet available. Super important. That's pretty much it. That is your 2024 step-by-step walkthrough tutorial, super fast, how to get your property, how to get your listing up on Airbnb. So hopefully that was helpful. Remember, my name is Jess. I'm a 5-star Airbnb superhost. If you have questions, if you have comments, if you liked the video, you can give it a thumbs up. You can subscribe to my videos. I have those guides for you if you want to check out. I have lots of different stuff that I am constantly teaching people about how to make money on Airbnb. You can even have one property like I do, and you can make really, really good money, good side income, you know, just to kind of diversify your portfolio. Or if you want to do it full time and have multiple properties up on Airbnb and be an Airbnb super host like myself, then you definitely can. This is a business I truly believe anybody can get started with and get started making money in. So I hope that helped. And enjoy your Airbnb process, and let me know if you guys have any more questions.